two interesting headlines in the papers today. I think I might put it up. The Guardian and the Tribune. Yeah, there it is, the Tribune. Parents. Well, no, the Tribune says parents groan as schools resume 2025-2026 academic. I have a parent with me in the studio. Also a renowned analyst and banker who's going to talk. And then the Guardian, parents struggle with steep tuition hike as schools wrestle rising operating expenses. That's OPEX. And then on the banking side, like I said, I have a banking analyst with us, a renowned banking analyst with us. Looks at the recapitalization drive. I think March 2026 is the deadline, and not all the banks are yet to have met the new capital threshold. Still a bit of time. Let's jump into it. The parent I'm talking about, the renowned banking analyst, aviation analyst, oil and gas analyst I'm talking about, is the Rise business analyst Chika Mbonu. Great to see you, sir. Welcome.
Good to see you. I know this story may not, this school fitting may not.
It won't relate to me.
It won't relate to you.
Not yet. But it's
then, no, because I mean, you added to the list of reasons why.
I'm not yet.
Why I'm not. After I say, yeah, Chika, I'm pushing you. See, school fees now.
Exactly, it's very high.
That's one of the additional reasons why you have to keep extending this thing by one year.
You're on the high table, I've told you. Don't worry. That invite is coming.
I'm going to hold down everybody's hand. If anybody has any reason why this will not hold, mobile police, everybody will be everywhere holding everybody's hand down. Anyway.
You're welcome, sir.
The truth is, September is usually the agony time for parents, you know.
Yeah.
All their jaws, the microfinance banks, and everybody, you know, is the groups that you belong to now is beggy and everything.
Yeah.
You know, because of the fact that school fees, as reported in the rundown, have moved exponentially in a lot of places. Now, it's starting from the basic, which is the primary schools. Now, you know that I attended the public schools.
Okay.
In those at that time, public schools had good quality.
Yeah.
You know, it's not this time that the structures are dilapidated. Most time teachers are very discouraged and there's lack of commitment. Yeah. And my parents were primary school teachers. So,
okay.
Yeah, so
nice.
Even that time, they were being owed salaries for a long time. Because,
really?
Yeah, so this owing salary has been there for a long time. You know, so you find that because of that, because of the inadequacy of the public schools, a lot of parents have migrated their kids to the private schools, and that's where this onslaught is happened. Yeah. Now, a plethora of problems. What is just like, you know, the typical school operates with power, generator, you know, diesel, you know, other infrastructural costs, and then even teachers' wages and salaries, and you know, so a lot of costs in Nigeria have moved up. You know, so you expect therefore that school fees will, you know, follow that path, and that's what parents are fighting again. I mean, I have a family that has a barely 2-year-old kid, and if you see the typical school fee sheet these days, it's like a laundry list. You know, like I'm going to a bar and taking about 100 bottles of different drinks. It's like long like this.
Wow.
This, that, caution fee, this one fee, development levy, bus levy, this one sleeping levy. There's nothing that is not there. Total for one term, 350,000 naira.
Gosh.
Just for the kid to go there and be sleeping. I was teasing them that I said just for this kid to go there and be sleeping.
What's the 2-year-old doing?
Sleeping. And so you can imagine, you know, for the 2-year-old at that rate, now extrapolate it.
As they go
up again. And so, again, cause and effect. The root cause has to do with public schools are very, very poor. Now, if you extend that to the university also, it's the same thing. You know, the state universities, especially private universities, are very expensive. And a lot of state universities now, you know, and even in the primary and secondary schools, apart from the standard costs, there are hidden costs. You know, there are compulsory mandatory things. You must use this particular uniform. You must use this particular something, you know. And that's not in the list. You know, there are even things like parties, you know, send-off parties.
Right, end of year parties.
The school fees are written with bus or without bus. Because of the public transportation problems here. You know, so it's a major issue. They are not immune. The schools are not immune. Remember I said public schools are not doing very well. parents are desirous of giving their kids the best education possible, so they migrate to the private schools. Private schools, carry a lot of infrastructure costs, and with the inflation we have in the country and other things, you can imagine a lot of schools are running on generators.
Right.
Only that can potentially move the cost up. So that's basically what the parents they're facing. And so the issue again is, I tell a lot of parents, is that like pregnancy, this gives you nine months notice.
Yes.
So a lot of parents can also plan this out and then prepare the right funding programs towards the education of their children. And then some smart banks have also
products,
pusher products, that will key into the financial needs of banks. And a lot of people who do a job like collecting their job in September, so they can use that and pay their school fees to their kids. But this is real.
Yeah.
It's not. I can't divert it from the fact that the price of rice has moved from a particular bag to that, and so on and so on. That's the country that we're in now.
Thank you so much for the breakdown. And thank you for mentioning banks and the products that they're trying to shape up for new parents. Speaking of banks, the recapitalization exercise. Yeah.
But let me say it up front that Nigerian citizens should not panic. There's only panic about this recapitalization process. Yeah. Because we've done a lot on this program, on it, an update about 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ago, and 1 year away. Yeah. And we compared it to the last time, I think 2004, and where they had a 18 months window and had one grade for all the banks, 25 billion then. Yeah. By the way, we realized why CBN did this. We talked about that so much in this program. Capital represents the buffer for banks to take risks. And with the government desire to move to $1 trillion economy, banks need to be positioned to be able to finance that, take on more risks. And so they need to buffer. And then what is unique about this cycle of recapitalization is the fact that CBN, in its wisdom, has said that it's only new capital and share premium. Or the shareholder funds and other returns are not allowed. So let's just have clean capital. That's in the past that we've had rubber capital. Yeah. So that's basically that. So I want to assure the public, as far as I know, that a lot of the banks at various stages, that the report said only 6 of the 13 banks listed in the Nigerian Stock Exchange have made a capital. That's quite right, but the issue is that every other bank is on one stage or the other towards that. Yeah. A galaxy of options. Some of them are pushing out private placement. Some of them are done the first public issues. They're going back to go and do additional one, And then we have those who have one that are considered major. Yeah. And then we see something also that has to do with downgrades. Remember, those that have international authorization, 500 billion capital. National authorization, 200 billion capital. Yeah. For the conventional banks, 50 billion for regional banks. And then for the merchant bank, 50 billion. And then non-interest banks, 20 billion for national, and then 10 billion for regional. Okay. So these are within reach. A lot of banks are moving to make sure that they comply this. And I tell citizens not to worry. What we'll see, challenges may see, of course, the bunch up arrival, 6 months. Those who are going publish issue, they may bunch up arrival. Yeah. I think that embracing the tape March 31st, if some don't make it, like they do in football, buying players, maybe if they can file papers around that time, by the end of the time, the CBN can just say take crossover and then finish the transaction. Yeah. But I believe that CBN will find a solution
for them to meet
for everybody to cross over. We'll and so that depositors will not suffer in any way.
School fees, banking, he covers it all. All right, business analyst Chika Mbonu. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.